And welcome to Talkonomics, where we talk about money and economics. I'm your host, and today we'll be covering the Bitcoin and Ethereum chart. I wanted to make a quick video because of what's going on with Ethereum right now. And it looks like we just had a breakout above the 200-day moving average, which is this green line right here. And we've had that happen once before, and we came down and retested. Unfortunately, we broke through. This time, we do hope to stay above this green line right here, the 200-day moving average. Throughout this run, we have floated above this line here, this trend line, and the last time that we had broken below it, besides those two other impending times previously, was back here at the beginning of the pandemic. So we definitely had a large run up there, and it makes sense that we'd probably break through here a couple times. With the bullish news from the B word, we have some price action over the next couple days, where I would begin to get more bullish and buy back in is if we can break this price ceiling right here, and set a new higher high. So it looks like our price ceiling was about 2,396. So if we can break above that on this trend, I'd be term bullish again, long-term bullish, but on this time horizon, it's really hard to tell. But with this break up above the 200-day moving average, this green line right here, that does give me some bullish momentum, and I'm thankful that's happened. With the with this breakout, I do have some cues here on the chart. I don't know if you can see on your end on Twitch and YouTube, the quality doesn't show up as great, but if you join our YouTube channel, the quality shows up a little bit better. But we have these numbers here, sort of like playing war. If you have a higher number on the bottom, that's a stronger number for the bullish. If you have a stronger or higher number up top, that's a stronger number for the bears. And currently we're a 18 to a -5. So the bulls have the lead on this momentum trend right now, and we hope to see that continue upward. What I do like to see is that these numbers have gotten larger. So we went from a 13 to a 16 to a 17 to an 18 on the bullish momentum. And I'd like to see that continue down here through this momentum wave and come up through to the top of this channel. So we went down here, and we hope to come up here. Oh, not that high. We don't want to go that high. Let's redraw that. And what you can do with these trend lines and momentum waves is you can sort of draw them out and determine, a good sell and buy zone. If you, just want to sort of draw a couple lines, and if you think the chart's going to look like this, maybe like that, but mainly you just want to see when this blue momentum wave is going to start coming up toward the top, sort of like it did here, which seemed to have been a little bit of a fake out, and that's okay. There was a lot of people still nervous from the big sell-off, and we got a little bit of momentum, and they sold off. Where we'd like to see the momentum regain is if we can pull back above where the last sell-off was here after that breakout to about 24.9. So just above 25 is where the bullish momentum will take back over, I believe. Setting a new higher high would be good. With the B word news, with Elon and Jack Dorsey, it definitely set some good market sentiment. And this is, only the Ethereum chart right here. If we pull up the Bitcoin chart, and if you have any questions let's see what chats we have pulled up. We have the YouTube chat pulled up. We have the Twitch chat and Theta chat pulled up. And you can also ask questions on Twitter as well. So if you have questions or want to know or want to see something on the charts, don't hesitate to ask, and I'll pull it up for you and try to help everyone out as much as possible. And let's take a look at the Bitcoin chart here. All right, so on the Bitcoin chart, looks like we also have some upward momentum waves starting to form here at the bottom. We're still a long way from our 200-day moving average, unlike Ethereum, which is held pretty close to the 200-day moving average, which is good. But as Bitcoin starts to rise, it'll start to raise everything else up with it, which is nice to see, especially when we've been on a downward trend for the last couple months now. But where you would start to get bullish again on Bitcoin is right around where this trend line is here. So if we can break back above this 200-day moving average, our momentum will increase, as well as the bullish sentiment in the market. Looks like we did have a quick fake out last time at 41,000 and broke back quickly to the downside. If we can hold above 41,000 for more than one day, I believe the market sentiment would change. So that's definitely something to keep an eye on the markets. And as far as Ethereum, I believe it's Ethereum's time to shine and break out, especially with the recent news and spotlight in its favor. I think let's see, based on our daily trend indicator, we are just breaking above the 200-day moving average. On the 12-hour time frame, it looks like our buy signals kicked on. You can see right here, they don't kick on very often. We had one kick on back on July 4th for a quick 10% gain, 5% gain. And they don't kick on very often. Last time a buy signal kicked on before the fake out we just had back in July was this one all the way back here. It looks like March 21st. And then time before that, we had one kick on back October 20th, 2020. So the buy signals aren't anything to gawk at, what they're programmed into the chart here on our super trend indicator. I believe this to be a better buy indicator once we maintain above 2,500. If we can maintain above 2,500, I think that these buy indicators will become more bullish. I still am seeing these yellow X's, which is a lot of manipulation to the downside. It normally means a lot of pressure on puts and short sells. But we still broke out of that, which was nice. On the news from the B word with Elon Musk and Jack Dorsey and Adam Beck and Caitlin Long. Really good interview if you haven't had a chance to check that out. But I'm pretty bullish on it moving forward, and I wouldn't sell your Bitcoin. Don't sell your Ethereum, and don't sell your Cardano. Well, we're taking a look at these. Let's take a look at Cardano as well here and see what direction that's heading. See if we have any good indicators starting to form on that. It looks like all the way back here, if we would have listened to our indicator on the daily time frame, we could have made out pretty well. Although it looks like we're still on ETH. Let's pull up ADA. Let's see. All right, there's the ADA chart. So we're at $1.20 right now, and we're starting to form some cool upwards momentum. Unfortunately, we're still in a sell pattern here. If we move the time frame a little bit shorter, looks like we'll have to move it all the way back to about the 4-hour time frame is when our buy signal kicked on for this. It looks like we've had a couple buy signals on the 4-hour, sort of like ETH. We had a quick fake up around July 4th, broke more to the downside with that buy. With this, we hope to get back above this trend line right here, which is this red trend line moving through. It's our 200-day moving average. If we can stay above that, we broke above it slightly back on July 4th and quickly broke to the downside. So maintained price above that 200-day moving average is going to be our bullish sentiment for that. And I really think we have a little bit longer left in this bull run. I don't think we're close to over, but I do recommend, as this starts to trend upwards, you take some profits along the way and maximize your yield on your investments and protect yourself on short-term and long-term horizons. And if no one else has any questions in the chat, I'll be jumping off and look forward to doing an update here in the next couple hours to tomorrow. So we're currently have the Ethereum chart pulled up for those that are new to the chat, and we're looking at the 200-day moving average. Looks like we just broke above it. Looks like a couple hours ago, which is a good bullish sign, and we hope to maintain that trend. And we're currently on the 1 minute time frame, and watch this closely and see if there's a good position for us to get back in. Hey JCA, welcome. Freddy59, welcome. Fairy Deadman, welcome. NetX, welcome. 4359. We're currently looking at the Ethereum to US dollar chart. We broke above the 200-day moving average, and following it to see if there's a good position for us to get back into the market. These red diamonds aren't great on the long term, but not really a big deal in the short term. We still would like to not see these red diamonds when we have the higher number at the top of the Hakanashi candle and a low number on the bottom. It normally means that the trend is heading downward on the minute time frame. So if you're scalping, doing scalp trading, that would be something you would watch. But if we changed our time horizon, we still are in a slight downtrend, breaking into these momentum waves here, and expect that to continue a little bit. We did have a pretty big push upwards with low volume. We have a volume tapering off here, which isn't always a great sign, but we did break above the 200-day moving average, which is really nice to see on the daily time frame. And moving forward, we want to stay above this 200-day moving average. So hopefully that holds, and hopefully we get our price point above 2,500 is where the momentum should take back over to the upside. We had a fake out last time at 24,900, or 24,90. Then broke to the downside. So if we can break again up and hold above the trend line of 200-day moving average, we should be rocking and rolling. It depends on your time horizon. No matter what, we'll always go up and to the right. But we do have a massive event for Ethereum coming up shortly. And you know, the miners are going to lose control. They're not going to be able to sell anymore. Everything's switched to proof of stake, taken away from miners, and they'll have the EIP 1559 come into play. And there's some really good information on that. Crypto Lark did a good video today on how many Ethereum are produced a day, and how EIP 1559 is going to take away from the amount of supply that's introduced based on the transaction volume on today's terms. So definitely go and check that out. Made a really good video earlier this afternoon. Talks about the triple halving coming up for Ethereum. You know, in the long term, you know, no doubt that Ethereum is going to be a really strong contender in the blockchain space. For this cycle, you know, price target should be around 6,000. 4 to 6,000 is a good price target for Ethereum. And for those that are a fan of Cardano, you know, probably looking at around 350 for Cardano. And if you have any questions, you know, feel free to post them in the chat and I'll try to get to them. And thank you for the follow, JCA and HO Big. Take a look on Twitter, see what's going on Twitter. Crypto Dog. Well, that's nice to see. On the RSI, looks like we've broken out recently. It was getting pretty low to the downside. Let's pull that up here on the charts and take a look and see if we can add the indicator. Let's draw this down. Oops. Get rid of this. Put too many indicators on here. All right, so let's take a look. What's going on here on the Ethereum chart? Well, we do have a nice bounce going, which is always good to see. Wish we would have been looking at this RSI indicator back when we broke into this red zone. Looks like we really could use that, but it looks like it also would have had some false positives along the way. Let's see if we can't find another RSI band indicator to look at. See which one they're using. RSI 14-day close. See if we can find that. If anyone has any good indicators that they want to see used, you know, feel free to drop them in the chat and we'll take a look at them. RSI divergence. Let's take a look here. Let's find the right RSI channel. Too many indicators. Looks like there's still downward momentum channels on this RSI indicator. I'd like to see these turn green. If we're comparing RSI indicators, it looks like these had a pretty good read on the market. What I'd like to see is these green bars start to form up right here. Start to turn into something that looks a little bit like these. This is the bear market here. This comparison. We've got equal red as we do green. This is on our Ethereum charts. It's like a straight up line right there going up. We'll see how that reacts to 24 hours. But I think we should be pretty bullish through the weekend, especially breaking above the 200-day moving average on Ethereum. So that is good, which is this trend line right here. Let me draw it out so you can see it a little better. This line right here, we've broken above, and we want to stay above that for some prolonged period of time. Last time we broke above the 200-day moving average, we were above it for a period of about 2 weeks. So if we can stay above 200-day moving average for a little bit longer than that, and also break above our price target of 24.9 for the top of this channel here, we should be moving forward into more bullish territory. So that's exciting. And if you haven't already, there's links in the bio or in the chat to follow us on YouTube, Twitch, Theta. We also have a Discord. You can ask questions you want to learn about cryptocurrency or any type of finance. And we have the experience to answer your questions and help point you in the right direction. And no question's a dumb question. Our goal is just to help make everyone a little bit more financially literate. And if you have questions from credit cards to mortgages to crypto to any type of yield that you're interested, don't hesitate to ask, and we'll try our best to point you in the best direction. For now, that's been Talkonomics, and I look forward to jumping on here tomorrow and seeing how the chart reacted. All right. Peace, y'all.